Hi everyone, welcome back to part 3 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, where we are going to be trying to build the perfect little Soviet nation, and so far we're doing a pretty good job of it. We have our iron mine, where we are sending hundreds of little Soviet men off to the mines to go dig up ore, turn it into iron ore, or turn it from iron ore into iron I should say, and then ship that off to probably be turned into weapons or something over at the border. We don't really care about that because we're not doing it. We're also exporting lumber off to the western countries, so we're getting some good Soviet pine out there, and we're trying to turn some barely growing crops, or we do actually have some crops this time around, into food to serve our people, because at the moment we're not doing too good of a job of that. So we're going to see where we can get to this time. Last time we spent a lot of effort getting our trains up and running, and I have a feeling we're going to have to look at this again because some of the signals might not be working for us. Last time I found out that we actually use block signals in this game, not path signals. If you want the description of that, have a look at my last video. I'm also thinking of doing a very short, quick tutorial on how to do train signals in this game. So if you are curious of that, let me know and I can have a look at doing that. So we need a couple more of these T138 open hull vehicles because we're backed up on boards at the moment. Though we are getting through wood, and clearly it's being turned into boards and loaded into the trucks as fast as we're producing it, but there's no harm in just having a couple more, so we're going to do that. We're going to want to buy with rubles, we're looking for open hull, we're looking for T138, get a couple of those. Handy guy just passing by. Let's apply those orders and send them off. So that's going to support our lumber industry and just exporting what we've already got. So in our agro farm we now have quite a decent amount of food, and we're going to need some kind of truck to get it to our grocery store. Now I have no idea how much food they're actually using at the moment, so we'll just have to see if it's good enough. This T138 is just objectively the best vehicle in the game, I think. It's cheap, it does the trick. What more do you want? It's actually more powerful than most of these as well. I don't know why you wouldn't use it. But now we're out of food, so... Well, we're not out of food. We've shipped it all off to the grocery store. I'm keen to see how quickly they get through this, because if we're producing more than we need, that's another source for export. Or potentially just storage for when we have a rainy day. Oh yes, you will come and you will buy bread. The one thing we are producing. I still say you don't need meat, but that's me probably being wrong. With that in mind, and despite all previous statements, I think maybe it's time for a livestock farm, though this thing is expensive. 65. Oh, that pains me a little bit. Oh, you consume crops. That could be... Wait. No, don't stop building that yet. We need a backlog of crops, actually. That would be the best solution here. Let's cancel contract for now. I mean, we can go back to continue construction, but for now we're just going to leave that there because I don't want to waste money on funding that when we might not actually be able to use it without spending rubles just to import grain to feed cows. It doesn't feel efficient. We need something to keep our people busy. Maybe a kindergarten and a school? Kindergartens allow workers to not have to stay at home and look after their kids. So this seems like it would be a wise plan. And we just kind of squeeze it in here. Perfect. Yeah, go for it. Go on, have a kindergarten. And let's just stick in some walking footpaths. Babies only need mud. So you have... Wow, okay, that was probably a good idea. We just freed up like 80 people. Though, I don't know if we actually have any way of using them. Okay, this is back to the issue of we need more industry, and we've actually cleared out the backlog of logs in there, which is pretty interesting. It's probably time we get some coal going. Now this is, for me, is going to be particularly boring because finding coal and resources in general is objectively one of the worst and most boring parts of this game. We need about 250 residence capacity, which is pretty much, well, it's less than 2 of these buildings, but 2 of these buildings will do the trick for what we're trying to do. So I don't want to build it right next to there, but we can build it just down the way. I did see something saying the best way to build actually was flatten the whole area first, and then put your buildings down, but I'm not doing that, so tough. Good. Poof. So there is one thing we have not yet done, which is build our power connection. So we're going to need infrastructure, high voltage wires. We need to go all the way back to Znotov. No, we don't. I changed my mind. We can just import from another border. Oh, Molnar, our continuing favourite neighbour. Yeah, you'll do. Wait, in fact, before we do that, let's set you to import for now. We'll probably come back and export to you in a bit, if all goes nice and smoothly. There's Krasna. Oh, wait, that's not going to work for us. Oh god, we're out of dollary dues. Go. All of you go. As many that can earn dollars as possible, go. Because I believe that means we are no longer importing. No kindergarten places? Yeah, it's not a problem. Unable to visit hospital? Kind of don't care about that. Culture enjoyment. What gives you culture enjoyment though? Do you? I imagine you do. And nearly everyone's in walking distance of that. Sport, religion. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Surely. Progress. No, wait, not progress, because this coal can't go anywhere. Ah, no! Okay. Right, how's our economy doing? That's a lot of money gone. We're making dollars. Positive. Barely. But we are. And to be honest, since I last looked at it, that number's gone up, so we're just about making enough money for the power from lumber alone. You really don't need to come out to this, so I'm just not going to let you. You're going to come out. No, you're actually going to go all the way along first. Let's just get that out of the way. Now you can do that, you can do that. That and that. And that actually completely ignores where I tried to build it. This is very janky. Very janky indeed. Okay, but can't complain forever. I mean, I can and I will and I shall and I have, but can't complain forever. Right, let's get rid of that path because that was stupid to build. Let's stop going back when I click that button. Let's go all the way through to there. And you to there. And you to there. And maybe, just maybe, apart from the fact that was a lot of money, you can walk to the bus station. Good, perfect, just barely. That's a lot of people just appeared to walk on that. That should help our economy a lot. Who would have thought just more people? However, our bank account has been fucking murdered. Absolutely and utterly. So the race to get more money is on, because now, even though we're digging coal, we can't export it. We don't have the money to make a power plant to export power, and we definitely don't have the money to make a rail line to export coal. So that's just going to have to run, and we're just going to have to pray that the iron mine makes enough money. So with that in mind, I think actually, depending on how this goes, I'm just going to have to let it play for a while to gather some money up. Otherwise, next time, I think for part 4, we won't have any money left to do anything. We're just going to have to literally stare at people. Okay, and so with all this together, I think we're going to leave it there. I've paused the game because we're really close to clocking into June, and that will allow us to take a really good assessment of how our money is doing. So I'm keen not to clock over until next episode. We've got food coming out now. We have a pretty nicely built up metro area. We've got lumber coming out, earning us dollars. We've got an iron area that's earning us a really quite decent amount of money, even though I think we could probably be outputting more, but that's going to help now that we have way more people in there. In fact, it looks like they're not even churning out the iron fast enough now. No, they're not. And finally, we have our coal area set up, although that has been a big money sink so far, and it's also really far away, so I'm not going to scroll over there. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you're going to keep coming back to watch more. I really appreciate the extra subscribers I've got. It's only a small number, we're not talking about many people, but I really appreciate it. And if you've enjoyed this, I'd really appreciate if you subscribed as well. I'm going to be churning out a good few more of these, hopefully, so please do stick along for the ride. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.